Did you know Jesus defines Holy Spirit? In Mark chapter 13, verse 11, the yellow highlighted text that you see, Jesus teaches sometimes the words people say are not their own words. The words are from or by Holy Spirit. And in Matthew chapter 10, verse 20, Jesus teaches, Holy Spirit is our Father's word speaking from your mouth. Now, I did some editing in the blue and green highlighting, and the word in, and I had to add the word through, because we have 4 examples of our Father's words. The first example, Luke chapter 1, verse 67, tells us when Zacharias declared John's the Baptist's life, these words had to be said by our Creator, for he prophesied John's life. The second example we have is Luke chapter 1, verse 41, when out of Elizabeth's mouth she declared Mary's son is blessed. These 2 verses prove their words were our Creator's words coming from their mouths. The third and fourth example are in Luke chapter 12, verse 12, and Matthew chapter 12, verse 28, where Jesus teaches our Creator's words will be said in their mind, and then they are to say his words. Other examples of our Creator's words coming to their mind are in the Hebrew text, where the prophets are being told to go out, and then our Creator will tell them what to say. Thus, Jesus teaches us there is no Trinity. All right. This is chapter 23, what I found for hidden format, and by that I mean I'm looking for 2 major words that connect together with the least amount of words to make or construct these verses. Now, a 3-verse format has this as a statement, and these 2 connect together to explain the statement, which then becomes a small paragraph when you read it. Now, what happens is this pattern repeats, but the only thing is they connect together to like make a larger paragraph. So I put a double space here, and then you can see the pattern repeats and repeats and repeats. So that's a 3-verse format, and I've got words above that tell you that there's a 4-verse format. But right now I'm going to get into chapter 24, and I just got done cutting it up, and this is not good. So, behold, YV lays the earth waste, devastates it, destroying its surface and shattering inhabitants, when we know that this is a complete lie. The people will be like the priest. Now, priests are supposed to be anointed, and our Creator has only made sure there's 1 priest for each tribe. So this is against our Creator's statute for priests. Servant like a master, maid like a mistress. So this here is all wrong. The earth will be completely laid waste. Well, we know that that's wrong. You can tell oversalted words, hopefully by now. The earth mourns and withers, the world fades and withers. Exalted of the people, the earth will fade away. I don't know what it's talking about, but I do. But the earth is also polluted by its inhabitants for transgressed laws, violated statutes, and broke the everlasting covenant. Nope. Therefore the curse devours the earth and those who live in it. The earth of the earth are burned, and few men are left. How's that? When did that happen? New wine mourns. Okay, now this we need to know that that's just stupidity. Noise of rollers will stop. Now, see, they're trying to make a 4-verse group or 3-verse grouping here, but they don't know it's actually only 2 words instead of 3. So here, this gets taken out. A strong drink, drink it. Another 3-verse format that they're trying to put in there. So sometimes, like I said, I can find these and they are not truly 3 verses, but they're trying to write like a 3-verse. So this is some of the stuff that I think would be some of the earlier text being when it first started being corrupted, okay? Oh, we're concerning the wine. Yeah, I don't think so. Out. Desolation is left in the city, and the gate is battered to ruins. Big deal. What about the people in it? Nothing. For it will be in the midst of the earth among the people, shake like an olive tree, gleaning of the grapes, harvest over it. Okay, this isn't part of a story. If you notice, I'm reading and they're like little sections here of trying to put a bunch of their crap in here and make it sound like our Creator approved every one of these words by them, which he didn't. They raise their voice, they will shout, they will cry from the west concerning. No. Therefore, glory, YV in the east, the name YV, the God of Israel, and the coasts of the sea. Therefore, glorify. YV in the east? That doesn't mean that's wrong. The goddess rises from the east. So they're trying to make our Creator's name the goddess name. In the ends of the earth we hear songs and glorify the righteous ones. But woe to me, alas. Treacherous, he doesn't deal very treacherously. No, that's coming from the text above, talking about treacherously. It was actually the betraying of Jesus was witnessed by Isaiah. Terror and pit and a snare in front of you, inhabitants of earth. Nope. It will be as he who flees and report of disaster will fall into a pit. And he who climbs out of the pit will be caught in a snare. Now see, this is directly, somebody knows how to write the format. Okay? But no, but no. And then this, again, they're trying to put 2 words together because when you read the text, now that you know they're there, you'll probably hear the rhythm of this, like 2 verses stick together or 3 verses trying to be stuck together. The earth is broken asunder, the earth is split through, the earth is shaken violently. It would never split through. That sounds like text out of the Quran where Allah split the moon in half. Just idiot words. The earth reels to and fro like a drunk, and it totters like a shack. Well, this was there first, and then somebody said, oh, I can stick these words in here. Transgression is heavy upon the fall, never rise again. No. So it will happen that day, YV will punish the host of heaven on high and the kings on earth. I don't think so. It never happened. They will be gathered together like prisoners in a dungeon to be confined in prison. They're trying. And then somebody you can see after many days, they will be punished. So the moon will be abashed and the sun ashamed, and YV will reign. Like our Creator reigned before our Creator is everything. So why does he need them to be ashamed? It's his creation. So what I did was just went through and just trashed and said, this is out. And since I already did chapter 25, this happens again. You are my God, I will exalt you, I will give thanks to your name. You have worked wonders, planned long ago with perfect faithfulness. This has got red flags all over it. You have made a city into a heap, fortified city into ruin, a place for a stranger, a city no more, never be built. So here you can see this was added, and then they added this on top of this. You actually get to see how these guys constructed some of the text at its earliest stage right now, and that's unique. I know it does happen from time to time that it's easy to see how they've done this text format. They knew what they were doing, okay, to destroy it. No. You have been a defense for the helpless, a defense for the needy. Okay, those would hook together. Refuge from a storm, a shade from heat, from the breath of the ruthless is like a storm on a wall. So this, all of a sudden, this writer, you can tell what he's adding. The heat and drought, you did subdue the upward of aliens, like heat in the shadow of the cloud. Strong, okay. So these would have been broke. But you get the idea of how they put the text together now? This is a rare occurrence that this is happening a lot right here. Usually it isn't this much. Yep, our Creator's going to make us all have a good time once on Earth. And it's going to have good aged wine, choice pieces with marrow, and refined aged wine. But we're already going to have aged wine, refined and banquet wine. No, even the veil that stretches over the nations. I don't know. You know, and I am sure that somebody would try to preach these words and try to make sense out of this shit. And it just amazes me. It's to me, it's so obvious that there's words that would never been said by our Creator. He would swallow up the depth for all depth for all time. Wipe the tears away from all faces. You will remove the reproach from all the people. YHVH has spoken. Did you catch that? All of a sudden he enters some text right here that our Creator said that. So it's very important now. Pay attention. And it will be said in that day, behold, this is our God, for whom we have waited. Now, this is not, this would be talking about Jesus coming, but that's not what's going to happen here. That he might save us. This is YHVH, for whom we have waited. Let us rejoice and be glad in his salvation. It's not his salvation, our salvation. By the way, see, the Raiders don't understand the difference of the words that they're using. For the hand of YHVH will rest on this mountain. Okay. Mold will be trodden down, and his place as straw is trodden down in the water of a shit pile. This is manure as animal shit. He will spread out his hands in the middle of it as swimmer spreads out his hands to swim. Who are we talking about? But we know that that would never be said by our Creator. So right here, as you can see, there's nothing here in either one of these. So that was disappointing, but other than that, that's about as short as video I think I've done it in a long time. So that's what had to happen, so I made it happen. Got to record what I'm saying for history, okay? That's crappy shit, but it was a really, really good showing of them taking the second step of putting text together, and they knew the format. So these would have been true scribes that have went away from our Creator.